Chale guys, let's see. Let's start with the chapter. It's a chapter number 11, unit 3, issue of debenture. Okay. So the thing is that in this chapter, what we are going to learn first. See, we have completed in the company accounts itself in chapter number 11, unit 2, with respect to the issue, forfeiture and reissue of shares. Now, this is the chapter is one of the important chapter related to the issue of debenture. What this chapter is actually for? See, a company, okay, every company needs a capital. Okay, every company, or let's say in a sole proprietorship business also needs some capital. So when a company, or let's say when a sole proprietorship firm, anyone needs a capital other than the own fund, what we have the option, other option, we have the option of taking a loan from someone else. So if let's say I am an individual person, if I am going to take any loan from any person, let's say, so what I am going to do, I just going to bank and take the loan, or I can going to any individual person and taking the loan from there. So the first thing is that क्या करते हैं हम लोग, the first thing is that very important that number one, we are as an individual, if I have the sole proprietorship business, means I'm a single person, I'm running any, like let's say in a bag shop, okay, a school bag shop. So if I'm running a school bag shop, so I want some money for a big order, let's say 500 bags. Okay, so what I wanted to do, right? So what we need to do, number one is that we have to have some capital in our hand so that we can start manufacturing of the particular bag, correct, with respect to the particular order, you can say. So we need this. So what we wanted to do, so मुझे क्या चाहिए guys, we need some capital. So capital के लिए मैं कहाँ पे जाऊँगा, I have to go to the bank and I have to procure the loan there. Okay, then I can run my business and I know that I have the capacity to repay the loan on due time. So that's why I'm taking the loan. That's the first scenario based on the sole proprietorship concern. Now let's say in the same concept, a company may want some money due to its order or due to for any other purpose. If company wants, let's say when company issues shares, company is actually giving the ownership of it to the shareholder of the company, correct? Because promoters are there. Other than the promoter, the main owner of the company is the shareholders who are holding the shares of the company. Now what happens when the owner are holding the shares of a company? The most important concept is that the shareholder has to invest in the company and get the ownership there. And now what happens? If company wants not to give the ownership to the shareholder, rather if they are going to take the money from someone else, it will be far better for the company. ये चाहिए company को. Because ownership, if I am going to give ownership, then obviously in my company I have no right to go on, because all the decision made by the shareholder and they need to approve the same. But what if I am going to take any loan from outside else, or if I am going to take the fund from outside else, and with respect to only the cost of interest, then it will be beneficial. Sir, I am taking the loan or I am taking the money from the outside, I am just simply pay the interest and my relation is completed there. No more excess relationship on that. कोई extra relationship नहीं, excess भी नहीं है. Only money, interest, okay, and then repay the amount at a certain point of time to the bank. Let's say when you take the loan from the bank, I have to pay the installment each and every month, which also include interest, means principal plus interest. Suppose in a case of a company, same. If company also take any loan, then company has to pay the EMI each and every month. Okay. Now what if, suppose company doesn't want to take the loan from the bank, or company wants to take the loan from the bank, but bank doesn't agree with respect to their civil, company's policy and other documents. The bank asking for more or lot of documents from the company regarding the loan, but company doesn't have those documents. So what the company will do? Company have no other option. Company doesn't want to go to the shareholder to get the money because they have raised the money 6 months before from the equity shareholders. So there is no option. So the best option to the company to raise the funds from the external or outsiders. One of the best option is to get the money from the public in the way of loan. Get the money from the public by way of loan and giving them something else with respect to the loan. Correct? So now the first thing is that, like, if the owner, like let's shareholder invest in my company and I am giving them the piece of capital to them, I am giving them a piece of capital, then obviously when I am going to take the loan from them, I have to issue something else. What I have to issue? I have to issue a piece of beliefs to the loan. Like, what can is a public? What is a piece of belief? Piece of belief is a debenture. What is a piece of belief? Is a piece of debenture. It's like a warrant. It's like a warrant. Warrant to nahi hota, it's like a certificate type, where it is clearly mentioned how many debenture a particular public has invested in your company and what is the value of debenture. Correct? So I have to give him a certificate with respect to the loan taken from that particular public. Let's say 1, 2, 50, 60, 100, 200, anything. So when I'm going to take the loan from them and I'm going to issue them a certificate, it's called a debenture, sir. The instrument I'm going to give them with respect to the money taken from them as a loan is called the debenture, sir. Debenture. जिसको बोलते हैं कंपनी का डेप्ट, जिसको क्या बोलते हैं? कंपनी का डेप्ट बोलते हैं. It's like a debt to the company. It's like a debt to the company because company has taken the amount from the public with respect to a certain interest. Okay, pre-decided interest. Correct? With respect to certain predetermined interest, company has to raise a loan from the public, which is called actually a debt capital. And the instrument issued by the company with respect to the loan is called the debenture, sir. The instrument issued by the company is called debenture, sir. It's clear, sir? It's completed. So see, the debenture is what? Is nothing but, in a gist, is the amount of debt capital raised by the company from the public by issuing a certificate which is called debenture certificate. Okay, so debenture is nothing but a loan capital, you can say. Simple word, loan capital. It's simply a loan capital raised by the company. Obviously, when company raising the loan capital from the public, company has to pay interest to the debenture holders because they are your investor. So, and the debenture holder has all the right to get the interest from the company each and every year. Correct? So, it's a loan capital, sir. So, company इससे भी capital raise कर सकती है. Company can raise the money from the public itself by issue a debenture as a debt capital. चलिए इसको go through करते हैं एक बार. Okay? Let's discuss this. See, it's clearly written, sir, that it's a like most commonly, देखो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, but with like, okay, issuing debt instrument by offering the same for public subscription is one of the source of financing the business activities. Debt financing does not only helps in reducing the cost of the capital but also helps in designing appropriate capital structure of the company. Debenture is one of the most commonly used debt instrument issued by the company to raise the funds for the business. Because see, if the company, suppose if the company issue any debenture, company doesn't have to give them the ownership. Company is simply going to give them the interest. But if company issues shares, company has to give them the dividend. If a company has the profit, not only the dividend, but also the amount, sorry, but also the ownership that the company has to give. So क्या क्या देना है? Ownership भी देना है और dividend भी देते हैं. When company issues shares to the public. When company issue debenture, company only gives them only the interest at the end of the period, but not any other thing. Ownership नहीं देते हम लोग. Only interest we are going to pay. So this is the basic differences between the debenture and the share. I am repeating, guys. This is the basic difference between the debenture and the shares. Okay, we are going to give them the ownership to the share and debenture में ownership नहीं देते. In debenture we have to pay fixed interest each and every month or year, but in case of share we need not to pay any interest at all. Okay, so this is one of the thing. And next, it is called a debt instrument. It is called a debt instrument. And at the time of issue of debenture, you have to mention the time period when the debenture will be repaid back to the public. When the debenture will be repaid back to the public, you need to mention the time also. It means it's called when the time has come for the redemption of those debenture, you have to mention at that same at the time of issue of debenture. You have to mention the same at the time of issue of debentures. So debenture issue करने के टाइम पे सब चीज लिखा रहेगा and terms and conditions specifically mentioned in the prospectus. In the prospectus means debenture prospectus. सही है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते देखते हैं. See, it's given a meaning, lot of meaning are given. Okay, now I'm going to tell you with respect to the Companies Act. See, debenture is actually nothing but the Latin word. It's come from deber, which means to borrow. Okay, see here, I'm writing actually. See, it is come, debenture is, देखिए, debenture is actually derived from Latin word deber. Okay, do you know this mean? It means actually borrow. It means actually borrow. It means actually borrow. B-O-R-R-O-W, borrow. It means a borrow. Okay, so it's actually you can say it's a debt to the company. It means a debt to the company. Obviously, borrow means we are taking money which is a debt to the company. Correct. And always remember it is that it's actually a nothing but the loan capital. और क्या बोल सकते हैं इसको? Loan capital. It's also a loan capital to the company. So here you can say easily it's a loan capital to the company. Number one, obviously it's a debt to the company, and number two is a loan capital to the company. It's not like that only it's a debt capital. Chale guys, see the loan capital of the company. Now, debenture, it has, you can say, it has specified rate of interest at the time of issue of debenture. Correct? So when you issue the debenture, it's a specified rate of interest you need to mention in the debenture prospectus, because public has to know that how much interest you are going to pay them. That's a very first and important thing. Clear? इसके बाद और क्या होगा guys? चलिए देखते हैं. चलिए. And then what happened? It is specific rate of interest at the time of issue of debenture. And most important thing, I just like told you that at the time of issue of debenture, you have to also specify the due time of maturity. It is actually known as redemption. You have to also mention the time when you are going to redeem the debenture of the company. You have to mention the time when you are going to redeem the debenture of the company. That's a specific thing that you also have to mention there. Okay, the specified time for the redemption of the debenture. That's clear? Very much. So this is what the debenture. This is what the debenture. Okay, and see, as per Companies Act section 2 clause 30 में debenture का definition दिया है. Debenture includes debenture inventory, bonds and any other security of the company, whether constituting a charge on the asset of the company or not. This definition is not quite like a comprehensive. You can just remember for the timing. It's also given here. देखिए, it's also given here. It's clearly, see, it's what is given here. As per section 230, as per section 2 clause 30 of the Companies Act 2013 defines debenture as debenture include debenture stock, bonds or any other instruments or any other instruments of a company evidencing a debt, whether constituting a charge on the asset of the company or not. It means when company issue any debenture, it's included debenture stock. Obviously stock means like securities, you can say any bond हो सकता है, or any other instruments जो कि debt है, which is a debt, any other instrument which is a debt, whether it's create any charge on the asset or not. It means suppose sometime it also happen that you purchase any asset, okay, and you give the debenture of your company. It's quite happen sometime. You purchase any asset and you give debenture to that particular company from whom you purchase the asset. It means creating a charge on any asset. It means creating a charge on any asset. Okay, so it's like that. Simple some meaning. Its meaning is that section 230 debenture includes debenture stock, bonds and any other instruments. And similarly, in today's world, specifically you can say all the debentures, secure debenture mainly. Secure in the sense means like, see here, it's clear from the definition of the debenture may be secure debenture, unsecured debenture. Secure debenture means suppose कोई asset उसके ऊपर secured है. When you issue any debenture ना, obviously something is secure on that part. So we are going to discuss is what is called secured debenture, unsecured debenture. Secure means your money will not go into anywhere. Your money is safe. Secure means is that your money is safe. But unsecured means money safe is not that. Okay, like it may be unsecured na call. Like there is no such like benefit or collateral is given with respect to the debenture. Let's discuss this little bit. चलिए पहले feature को go through करते हैं एक बार. What are the features are there? Like debentures, it is a document which evidencing a loan made to the company. We have already discussed. That's like loan में क्या होता है? Loan में we are going to take the loan and company, the loan provider or the you can say lender gives us the loan and lender has all the right with respect to this. In case of debenture, we issue the debenture certificate. So it's a document which evidencing that we are taking the loan from the public and giving them the debenture certificate. That's the first point. Second, it is a fixed interest bearing security. You already discussed. It's a fixed interest bearing securities and which includes a specified date to be paid the interest. Let's say 30th June every year or 31st December every year or maybe 30th June and 31st December every year means twice the year the interest will be paid on the debenture. So it is a fixed interest bearing security because debenture के ऊपर interest fixed होता है guys. हाँ, in the debenture के ऊपर interest will definitely be a fixed one. Okay, चलिए next. Interest is payable at a predetermined fixed rate regardless of the level of profit. So guys, whether you are earning a profit or not, the lender will not going to spare you. In case of bank, आप सोचो, in case of bank will definitely take back the interest from you. Either you made a profit or loss. They are not going to give you anything extra benefit. Obviously, they are going to give you money for the run of the business. So, is it the maximum benefit that they are giving? What is your other expectation? No more. So, it's a very much clear that interest is payable at a predetermined fixed rate regardless of the loss or profit. Next, the original sum is repaid at a specified future date or it is converted into shares or other debenture. You have to pay the debenture interest to them or you can convert the debenture into share also or any other debenture. It's quite possible. Like convertible debenture, we are going to understand the classification of the debenture, types of debenture. There is a one type of debenture, it is called convertible, means debenture can be converted into equity shares or an old debenture can be converted into the new debenture. That's all. आगे बढ़ते guys. It may or may not create a charge on the asset of the company's security. Obviously, a debenture can may or may not create any charge on the asset of any company. Suppose it sometime happen, I told you, when you purchase any asset, okay, when you purchase any asset, you have to give the debenture to them. When you purchase any asset, you have to give the debenture to them. Like it's a security purpose. So we are going to discuss it in the latter topic, okay, to get it more understandable. Just you need to understand that it may create or may not create any charge on the asset of the company as a security. Okay, देखिए guys, see, we have two types of mainly companies, okay, or like listed companies and unlisted company. Mainly in case of you can say company accounts. Listed company are those companies whose shares are listed on the recognized stock exchange. or securities, and the company whose securities are yet to be listed or not listed till now, it's called unlisted companies. So in case when there is an unlisted company, the company's securities can be bought within a group of people, like say private placement basis. But in case of listed company, it can be like traded in the recognized stock exchange, let's say Bombay Stock Exchange or National Stock Exchange. वहां पे ट्रांजैक्शन होते रहते हैं, लेकिन नॉर्मली आप देखोगे तो इट कैन नॉट बी जनरली बी ब्रॉट और सोल्ड थ्रू द स्टॉक एक्सचेंज इन केस ऑफ अनलिस्टेड कंपनी. ठीक है, जैसे मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूं, अभी जो चल रहा है नॉन कन्वर्टेबल डिवेंचर में, जैसे मान के चलो एडलवाइस नुवामा, एक्चुअली नुवामा ब्रोकिंग लिमिटेड issued non-convertible debenture, means those debenture which not be converted into the equity shares. They are issuing the debenture in the market and they are raising the money from the public for their own purposes, business purposes. So it is tradable because Nuvama is actually in the share market. So their security is also listed in the share market. So that what are the benefits, sir, of listing? Sir, अगर मेरा share listed है या अगर मेरा debenture listed है, so I can easily see the value of the debenture or the price of the debenture of the company in which I have invested in the share market. आपको देख के क्या समझ में आएगा गाइस कि सर मेरे डिवेंचर का भाव, वैल्यू जिसको बोलते हैं बॉम्बे के मतलब भाषा में बोला भाव कितना चल रहा है भाई, मतलब वैल्यू. सो वो समझ में आता है अगर वो रिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्टॉक एक्सचेंज में लिस्टेड है तो. ठीक है, सो दीज आर द फीचर्स, इज वेरी इजी. नाउ लेट्स लिटिल बिट understand the difference between the debenture and shares. It's very easy, sir. Debenture holder the creditor of the company, because see we are taking a loan, so from whom we are taking a loan or any other money, they are become my creditor, they are become my creditor. Okay guys, because it's a liability, so creditor. But share holder are the owner of the company, it's a part of equity. Obviously it comes and show under the equity liability, but remember these are the basically my 1 minute guys. So these are basically guys, it is nothing but the my owners, like equity of the company. So obviously equity shares are the equity of the company, it's the owner's capital. Okay, so we need to remember this. Next, debenture, see it's a very important point. Debenture holders have no voting right in the company. Debenture holder have no voting right in the company, correct? But equity shareholder have the voting right because they are the owner of the company. They have all the right to vote for the company. They have all the right for the vote for the company. It's a very important. Debenture interest is generally paid. Debenture interest is generally paid at a predetermined fixed rate. Very important, because and we discussed, sir, equity shares. In case of equity shares, no interest is paid. Maybe dividend will be paid if the board recommends. If the board recommends, then the dividend can be paid, otherwise not. Okay, chaliye. And interest on debenture are charges against the profit. Okay, and see in case of shares we are paying mainly dividend. So dividend are the appropriation part. It means when company have the sufficient amount of profit, you may pay the dividend. See what is the word meaning called appropriation. Appropriation means if you have the profit, then you can pay the dividend to the shareholder. There are exceptions that happen, but normally in case of only profit we are going to pay. But see interest आपको देना ही है guys, because you are taking the loan, you are taking the money from them. So either you make a profit or either you make anything else, you have to pay the interest. It's a fixed obligation you need to pay each and every year. Okay, and see here there are two kinds of share mainly, if you call equity and preference shares. And in case of the debenture, such as secured debenture, unsecured debenture, redeemable, irredeemable, registered, bearer, convertible, not, we are going to come to that in a details. And in company balance sheet, debenture is shown under the long term borrowing. Company के balance sheet में debenture का हम long term borrowings में show करते हैं guys, हाँ. And in the given case, in the company's balance sheet, shares are shown under shareholders fund. Okay, under the share capital of the notes to account. So shareholders fund are the main heading of the financial statement in the part of the equity and liabilities, and the share capital are the subheading part. Debenture can be converted into other debenture or shares as per the terms of issue of debenture. It means debenture can be converted, it's quite possible, or may not be. but share cannot be converted into other shares in any circumstance. Shares can only be shares, it cannot be converted in any other securities. Okay. So these are almost 7 points we have covered. Debenture cannot be forfeited for non-payment of call money, but share can be forfeited. So debenture cannot be forfeited, share can be forfeited. So that these 8 points is more or less very important. If you go through these 8 points, it will be more than enough. Okay. Now let's discuss regard to the types of debenture. Okay, let's discuss this. What is called the types of debenture. चलिए एक बार इसको डिस्कस करते हैं. See type of debenture को. What is this types of debenture? Let's discuss this. Okay, चलिए. Sir, types of debenture. Guys, make a note of that, huh? Types of debenture, sir. Acha, in case of types of debenture, what we need to do? Number one, first of all, on the basis of security, on the basis of such security, first, on the basis of security, you can write here. Here you can write on the basis of, first is that security. On the basis of security, we have two types of debenture mainly. One is called as secured debenture and another is called as unsecured debenture. One is called as secured debenture and another is called as unsecured debenture. Okay. So first is that, sir, secured debenture. So sir, what is called secured debenture? Like secured debenture are those debenture, okay, they are mainly secured on any charge on any asset of the company. Okay, mean charge on any asset of the company. You can write here, these debentures are secured, this debenture is secured by a charge on asset of the company. So what does it mean? Okay, what does it actually mean? Charge, इसको कैसे डिस्कस करें सर? What is the example of that? See, it is written clear cut. It is a debenture are secured by a charge on asset of the company. When a debenture is charged on asset of the company, it means the debenture is actually not free. It's a secured part. Okay, let's discuss with some example. और एक बार इसको go through करते हैं. देखिए, देखिए guys, suppose example लेता हूं मैं एक तो. Please note it down an example of that so that it is very easy for us to understand. Suppose there is an asset. Okay, there is an asset. Let's say there is an office building. Suppose there is an asset which is called an office building. And with respect to this office building, we have, you can say, sorry. So suppose office building and we have issued debenture as a collateral secured the asset with respect to debenture. देखिए guys क्या लिखा मैंने. Here what we are going to say, see company, अच्छा मैं इसको थोड़ा fresh करके बता रहा हूँ, just little bit understand, try to. Company had issued a debenture. Okay, company issued a debenture. Now you need to first secure the debenture holder right. Okay, you need to secure the debenture holder right. So company, just try to understand, company has secured his own asset with respect to the debenture. debenture holder says, sir, I am not satisfied with respect to your company. Can you secure any asset with respect to our debentures? So suppose there is a 1 lakh rupees of debenture. Suppose there is a 1 lakh rupees of debenture and company mortgage, or you can say charged, create a charge on asset. Let's say company put on his building for securing those debenture. It means if company become insolvent, company can use this asset to repay the liability of the debenture holders. It means debenture becomes secured with respect to creating a charge on any asset. So company का debenture holders जो है ना वो secure हो गए sir, they have become secure. Because if company unable to repay them, then this asset will be utilized for the purpose of repayment to the debenture holder. That's why it is clear cut that they are creating a charge on asset. It's, let's say, building. So as the debenture is going to be secured on the asset, okay, it's called, sir, secured debenture. It's called secured debenture. Clear? So here debenture holder becomes safe. They are become safer side, so that they don't have any headache with respect to the debenture. They knows if company fails to pay, then we are going to sell this asset and then take back get back our money clearly. So it's called secured debenture. Your debenture is secured, creating a charge on any asset of the company. Let's say building. Okay. Now let's see. And remember one thing: if company wish to, here is a critical point is there. If company, suppose let's say company is a very good company and company repaying its debenture on a time basis, but company, what happened? Company want to sell this building. Company cannot sell this building until and unless company pays the liability of the debenture holder. If company pays the liability of the debenture holder, then only can company sell the building, and not before that, not before than that. Clear? So remember this: when any debenture, okay, when there is an asset, okay, on which charge is created based on any debenture issue, the debenture until and unless repaid, this property or asset cannot be sold in the market, because obviously guys, this debenture, this asset is lies on this. If anything bad happened, then the asset will be sold, money will be repaid to the debenture holder. So that is what is called secured debenture. Okay, we have two types of secured debenture, you can say. One is called fixed, one is called fixed charge. Okay, so there are basically two types of secured debenture charges. One is called the fixed charge, another is called the floating charge. Fixed charge and floating charge, these are two types of secured like debenture based on the charges. Okay, two types of charges we created on the asset. एक बार डिस्कस करते हैं guys, चलिए let's discuss. See, in the given case there are two types of charges, mainly fixed and floating. A fixed charge is a mortgage on a specific asset. This asset cannot be sold without the consent of the debenture. Definitely fixed charge means you cannot sell those assets without the permission of the debenture holder, because debenture holder have the right on the asset, not the company, and the sale proceed of this asset are utilized first for repaying the debenture holder, and a floating charge generally cover all the asset of the company including future one. Floating means it covering the future asset also for securing the debenture, and fixed means whatever the asset has been fixed with respect to any debenture, it will be fixed to that only. If you fixed building number 1 for 5,000 debentures issued by you to the public, then those building only secured for those 5,000 debenture. Okay, that is called fixed charge. Suppose what happened, in case your company issuing debenture of 10,000 and you have, let's say, building 2 and building 3, which is charged on debenture holders, debentures. Okay, so when you are going to, let's say, purchase any asset in the future, the asset, until and unless you paid the liability of the debenture holder, the future asset also covered under the security of the debenture. Future asset also covered under the security of the debenture. That's all. So secured debenture mainly are secured which is secured by a charge on creating an asset. Okay, so if the debenture holder has any problem regarding the payment, then the asset will be paid. Sorry, asset will be sell out, and amount so realized will be utilized for the purpose of payment of the debenture holders. That's a very important sometimes, and it is happening in case of the fixed charge. Okay, so this is what the secured debenture concept, and which is the unsecured debenture. The debenture which is not unsecured. Let's say you have invested in unsecured debenture which do not have any security to repay back. Obviously there is an you can say there is securities happen, but sometimes security also not being there. That's why there is no asset charge on those debenture, as no asset charge on those debenture, it is called NAC debenture, means कोई security नहीं है. If company default, your money goes into loss, your money goes to the loss, you are going to losses, make losses. That's why it is called NAC debenture. NAC debenture means no at all, no security on these particular debentures. Clear? That is called the unsecured debenture. And convertible. Convertible means those debenture which can be easily converted into the equity shares. Okay, either at par, premium or discount, which can be easily convertible into the equity shares, is called actually the convertible debenture. Remember this. And non-convertible, those debenture which cannot be converted into the equity shares. And this is like first thing we have discussed regarding the security. Correct. The first thing we have discussed regarding the security. Here is the secured debenture and unsecured debenture we discussed already. Correct. And in case of the second one, we have discussed that convertibility, based on the convertibility. What does it mean? Means with respect to the changing its nature. So there are two parts mainly. One is convertible and another is non-convertible. Okay, we have already discussed this. Which can be converted into the equity shares is called the convertible debenture, or even new debenture is called convertible, and those are not converted not converted into the debentures or any secret shares. It's called the non-convertible debentures. Done, sir. And after this, sir, permanence, based on the permanence. Okay, based on the permanence means stability, you can say. So here we can discuss based on the permanence. Okay, based on the permanence. So here we have two things. One is called redeemable. Those debentures, redeemable is those debenture which are redeemed after a certain period of time. Redeemable means those debenture which have to be repaid back to the debenture holder after a certain period of time, which have to be repaid back after certain, you can say like certain, after certain period of time. And in today's world, all the debenture redeemable, because when the debenture are issued to the public is more interested to see the date of the redemption or to get back the money. So they are going to first look what is the date for the redemption, then they are going to invest it. Okay, redeemable and then irredeemable, and then sir irredeemable. Okay, and believe me, this irredeemable one is not so popular at all. Irredeemable not so popular. It is actually called perpetual debenture. Perpetual debentures, where there is no guarantee to refund back the money at any point. It will go on till the company will go on. Irredeemable debenture means it will go on till the company will go on to that. That's the answer. So on the basis of security, says secure, unsecured. On the basis of convertibility, convertible and non-convertible, and on the basis of the permanence, redeemable and irredeemable. Now next, on the basis of negotiability, you can say on the basis of negotiability. So here we have, on the basis of negotiability, we have registered debenture, registered debenture. Okay. Registered means, sir, see, registered debenture are those debenture where the name of the debenture holder are clearly mentioned in the register or list of the debenture holder of the company. So it is a debenture which is registered in the name of a specific person, in the name of a specific person, and only the debenture interest will be paid to that person only, whose name is registered in the register holder list actually. Okay, sorry, debenture holder list. So it's a debenture which is registered in the name of of specific person in the debenture holder register or list, you can say debenture holder register, or you can say list. These are called basically registered debenture. And next come after this, ये तो एक हो गया registered debenture, and then is called, sir, bearer debenture. Bearer debentures. So what is called a bearer debenture? Okay, and right now also this is a very important point here. Okay, please, these are non-transferable debenture. You cannot transfer to anyone else. In case of registered debenture, see, it is clearly written here. Okay, it is registered in the name of the specific person. So you cannot just simply transfer this debenture to anyone else. And in case of like you guys, I know that you guys have the idea of cash check. Cash check means bearer check. Anyone's name mentioned, or if it is written in the very first line, pay. Pay to whom? Pay to self. You can easily withdraw the money. So bearer means whoever has the instrument become the owner of the property. Whoever has the instrument become the owner of that particular property or the things. So you can write here debentures transferable, debentures and transferable, and which are not mentioned in the register of debenture holders. They are like bearer, they are purchasing and selling. They are like a bearer, they are purchasing and selling. No such relationship exists with the company in terms of the basic debenture. They are only just purchasing and selling, not at all. Their name is also not mentioned there. Okay, and not mentioned in the register of the debenture holders. Like they are the bearer debenture. That's all. And last one, based on the priority. Okay, based on the priority. First is called first mortgage debenture. And it's called the second mortgage debenture. First is called, sir, first mortgage debenture, and then second mortgage debenture. So what is this first mortgage debenture? Okay, so first mortgage debenture means the debenture are payable first out of the property charge, and the debenture payable after satisfying the first mortgage debenture. It means those debenture which are created charge on any asset, the debenture has to be paid first. The debenture has to be paid first. That is very important. Okay, so first mortgage debenture means when debenture are created charge on any asset. Okay, so we have to create एक second. हाँ. So in the case of first mortgage debenture, we just need to remember always that in case of first mortgage debenture, we have to pay see here what is written. We have to pay the debenture first out of the property so charge. We have to pay the debenture from the properties, okay, from the property so charge. This is the first case. It's called first mortgage debenture. Let's take an example. Okay, चलिए. अच्छा एग्जाम्पल मैं एक लेता हूं and it is based on the like payable first out of the property charge. Payable first out of the property charge. Payable first out of the property so charge. ठीक है. So let's discuss this. Company here mainly क्या करता है? Company are paying the debenture first here. That's a very important thing. As these are the first debenture, company always pay the debenture first. Company always pay the debenture first. Okay. So here you can write. That's number one. Just wait. I just once thinking one of the example. Good on the example, so that you can get a better idea of that. एक example एक बार देखता हूँ. In the given case, what happened, guys? When first mortgage debenture payable first out of the property charge. Okay, means this debenture has the first right to get the money from the public. Simple and lucid language. To get the money, this debenture has the first right to get the money from the company. Okay, means this debenture should be paid first based on the priority. It is the first debenture with respect to any other security or debenture. This is the first debenture which is created charge on any asset. Let's say you have issued debenture and you are creating a charge on fixed asset. आपने क्या किया? जैसे एग्जाम्पल जो हम लोगों ने किया था ना यहाँ पे, this one, I have like issued debenture and keeping my building as a charge on those debenture. If I am going to unable to repay the debenture holder, then this building will be sell out and then the money will be paid back to the debenture holder, like that. In the same case also, when your debenture is secure on any asset and there is a time comes when you need to repay the debenture holders, at the time of redemption, the first thing is that the first mortgage debenture will be repaid back first, and the second mortgage debenture are those debenture after, like which will be paid after satisfying the first debenture. When you paid this first debenture, so the money left will be utilized for the purpose of second mortgage debenture. So you can write it is repayable after satisfying the first mortgage debenture. Done, sir. So when you repay the first mortgage debenture, then we are going to repay the second mortgage debenture. Okay, that is written. It is repayable after satisfying the first mortgage debenture. It's completed, sir. ये हो गया. Okay, so we have completed the types of debenture thoroughly. Now we need to understand how to incorporate the issue of debenture. Okay, like journals. See, guys, it's a practical thing and very easy to know that debenture issue is simply the same as the issue of shares. It's the same thing. And see, in the case of issue of debenture, there is no such restriction. Either you can issue debenture at par or at discount or at premium. Okay, you can issue debenture either at par, means whatever the face value, you can issue them at a face value, or less than the face value or more than the face value. And redeem, you can also do it like redeem at par or a discount. You can redeem at premium. Believe me, in case of redemption, mostly the debenture redeem at premium or at par. Debentures are redeemed at par or at premium, not at discount, because no one is going to interest on that. एक बार डिस्कशन करते चलिए. See, now the time has come that with respect to the debenture issue, and whatever the discussion we are doing here, first of all, it is based on the issue of the redeemable debenture. Whatever the discussion we are going to do, it's based on the issue of redeemable debenture. Okay, so first of all, debenture issue. Debenture issue कैसे होता है वो हम लोग अभी सीखेंगे. Let's see. See, debenture issue mainly तीन तरह के होते हैं. हाँ, for cash, that we are going to learn here right now. For cash, either you can issue at par or either you can issue at discount or either you can issue at premium. Any one of them you can use it. Either you can issue at par or at premium or at discount. So debenture can be issued either in cash, okay, or you can issue as consideration other than cash. For consideration other than cash, correct? You can say, sir, purchase of asset. You use your debenture for purchase of asset. So you purchase asset from any one of the company. You don't have the money, correct? You don't have the money to repay the like vendor to whom you are from whom you have purchased the asset. So you do one thing, you just do to issue them the debenture and purchase the asset from them. So for consideration other than the cash, purchase of asset, you can do it. You have purchased the asset from them, you are going to issue them the debenture. Or purchase of someone business. When you are going to purchase the business of anyone, then you have to issue them debenture, you have to issue them the shares, etc. So it's a for consideration other than cash. And last one, for collateral securities. For collateral securities, okay. So this is what the fundamental with respect to the debenture. So debenture issue either in cash or for consideration other than cash and for collateral security. These three ways we have to issue the debenture. Now see, when we are going to discuss, the most important part we need to discuss is that okay, debenture will be issued, okay, with respect to the raising of money, and definitely in today's world all the debentures are redeemable, So I can write accounting for issue of redeemable debenture, okay. So when we are going to issue any debenture, okay, which actually is going to redeem after a certain point of time, then what will be the consequence of general entry that we need to discuss, okay, we need to discuss. So we can issue debenture either at premium or at par or at discount, or at par or at discount. Let's say part by part we are going to discuss. Number one point is that debenture are issued at par. See, what we discuss at the time of issue of debenture, we also going to discuss the redemption topic also. At the time of issue of debenture, we also going to discuss the redemption part. Clear? So here we can write number A, issue of debenture at par and redemption at par, okay, redemption at par, or you can say redeemable at par. So mainly the journal entries are that, basically you can say. So see what happened, mainly see in case of debenture there is no such like of issue of shares, like allotment, application, etc., etc. Very few cases are there, but not so much. In case of debenture issue, we have specific sum of things we need to discuss. Okay. So see, we have issue debenture at par and redeem at par. So issue rupees 10 and debenture rupees 10. So no problem at all with respect to the discount or premium at all. So when you are going to receive the application money of debenture, so what is the journal entry? Same, guys, that we learn in the debenture, issue of shares. Application money received. When you are going to receive the application money, obviously bank is debited because what comes in debit, and then obviously debenture application credited. It's the application receipt. And see, the next journal is that we need to transfer the application money to the capital, correct? We need to transfer the application money to the capital. So you can write transfer of application money to debenture account. Transfer of application money to debenture account. Transfer of application money to the debenture account. So what will be the journal here? See guys, we made their equity share application account debit to equity share capital, but here no share capital is there. So we have here debenture application account debit, or you can write a debenture application allotment also. It is far better. Debenture application account and allotment account. Okay, so that एक बार में सब काम हो जाएगा. Debenture allotment and application account debit to percentage debenture. Always remember to plot the percentage of interest on the debenture, which is like seated in the very front of the debenture. It's a prefix, and this debenture rate, here you are going to plot the rate of the interest. It is nothing but the coupon rate for the debenture. Coupon means the rate at which interest will be paid is called coupon rate. Okay, the rate at which interest will be paid is called a coupon rate. So debenture, in before that we have written percentage of debenture. Percentage of debenture. This is nothing but the coupon rate. Coupon rate. That's all. Completed. Okay, that is the first thing. When your debenture issue at par and redeem at par, it's very, very easy. Nothing as such stuff. Okay, at par and issue at par. Let's see. Now what happened? Case number B. Issue of debenture at discount and redeemable at par or at discount. So see guys, you have issue the debenture. Okay, first of all, you have issue the debenture at discount and also redeemable at par or at discount. So the redemption will be made either at par or either at discount. Either at par or either at discount. So first thing is very important is that debenture issued at discount. It means if your face value is rupees 10, you have taken them from rupees less than 10, let's say 9. Let's say 9. It means debenture issued at discount means you are taking a lower value. You are taking a lower value from the debenture holder. Okay. So here can I write guys, bank account debit to debenture application but at the time of issue of debenture we have given them a discount. Let's say at the time of debenture issue we have given them a discount. So what we need to do here, see debenture application and allotment. Sorry, ये ठीक कर लो थोड़ा. So can I write number 1, number 2? You can say Here I just make a note of that. Debenture application and allotment account debit. Debenture application allotment account debit. 2 नहीं होगा इसमें. देखो guys, here for you can say 10 rupees. So you have received, see, 10 rupees here, it is given 10 rupees sir, and अच्छा 10 rupees तो नहीं होगा इसमें, sorry, ये होगा 9 rupees sir, because I have received 9 rupees only. Okay, for our example form. So what is the discount you have given on issue of debenture? You can write discount on issue of debenture 1 rupees, and let's say is a percentage debenture. So what is the percentage of debenture? Is that 10 rupees, let's say. Okay, so it means what sir? See, bank to debenture application allotment 99 rupees, debenture application allotment to 9 rupees, and discount on issue of debenture 1 rupees, and percentage debenture 10 rupees. So we have made the journal thoroughly. First of all, we have understand if we issue the debenture at par and redeem at par, no problem at all. But if we issue the debenture at discount and redemption at par or at discount, so the first and foremost important thing, always remember, bank to debenture application, whatever money we receive, and then debenture application and allotment account debit to discount, debit discount on issue of debenture. Whatever the debenture you are going to issue, you have to give them the discount as per your choice. So discount is nothing but the loss to you. It is a loss to you. So that's why making a debit. And it's the total amount of debenture that we are going to show in the books, that is a 10 rupees. So discount is a loss. As I issue them at discount, so I have made a loss. Okay, that's why it debited. This is a discount on issue of debenture. That's why it is debited. Completed, sir. Okay. Now let's say next part is a C. Debenture issued at premium and redeemable at par or at discount. Right now you can please write, make a note of that. Debentures issued at premium and redeemable at par or at discount. See guys, here clearly written, you have issued debenture at a premium. It means what? It means face value is 10, then your issue price is, IP means issue price is 12. It means you as a company getting the higher value from the debenture holders. Rather than getting 10, you have issued them at a 12 rupees. But redeem can be happen either at par or at discount. So when debenture issued at a premium, just think about the share premium. When share is issued at premium, so what happened? Equity share application account debit to equity share capital to securities premium. The same way here also. What we can write? First of all, receipt of money, bank account debit, to debenture application allotment, okay, that's a very easy. And number second, so it's a bank to debenture application number. So you can write here 12 and 12 guys, correct? I can write here because issue price is 12. So now when the time of redemption is come, you can write debenture application allotment account debit, guys. Here you can write 12 because it's 12. So what is the actual or original capital of the debenture? 10, correct? If capital of the debenture needs nothing but the face value, it's the original capital. And how much extra you earn? Security premium. What the extra amount you earn at the time of issue of shares? So the issue of debenture 2 rupees. It's matching. It's matching, sir. So what we learn here? It's very easy. Bank account debit to debenture application allotment, and debenture application allotment account debit to percentage debenture to security premium. It's nothing but the premium extra amount we receive, and these are original. You just need to remember original value of debenture. Okay, these are the 3 points here we have already discussed.